to FishTales. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, conditions are just perfect for these fish to go to spawn. These white bass, sand bass, whatever you want to call them, to go to spawn. And I'm here at the right time, all by myself. I may be old, but I still got decent balance. Even in a pair of waders. I tell you what, this water is perfect. You couldn't ask for any better conditions. The fish have been waiting for this, let me tell you. They have been waiting for this to happen. There hasn't been enough water consistently for the fish to move up and spawn. At least not successfully. But they can now. I was here Monday with a friend of mine. I caught about 30, I guess. He was using conventional gear and didn't do quite as well. This is really where the fly shines. Now it may be a while before I figure out what the fish are doing now. We'll see. Something I like to do, I put a stick right at the edge of the water so I can see how much this drops while I'm here. See those 5 sticks right there? That's where the level. I came down here in mid-February after a big old rainstorm, and this creek jumped 3 feet. Right now it's only a little more than a foot high from where it was. But that's what I like to do. I'm going to be looking real close at these stretches like this, where that water's really moving. Because if they're actively spawning, they'll be in this stretch. And when they're actively spawning, they're actually hard to catch. They don't eat much when they're getting busy. What you look for is the start and the back. The top end and the lower end. Because they'll be up in here chasing each other, doing their thing. And then they get tired and the females retreat back. And the males will follow them, and they'll all sit in a hole. You can catch a lot of fish out of one single hole. Or you can catch nothing. Sometimes that happens too. More often than I like to admit. This is going to settle down real fast. Tomorrow might be the day to be out here. Which, you know, being retired, I have that option. Come back tomorrow, bring a friend. I don't look like much, but believe me, this is it. This is what the fish need to successfully spawn. I hope to see some spawning today. Don't see that very often. It's the first good pool. This has been real reliable on the weeks ahead of this. I just got to figure out where the fish are holding on the bottom, because they're definitely not on the edge of the sandbars. I may have to do the more weight thing, get this thing down faster. We'll see. First fish, I believe that's a yellow bass. He's just not very yellow. Yeah, I kind of expected this to be a little slow. The barometric pressure is really high. It's been, you know, down into 29 point something, 29.5 through 9. And this front came in, and I think I might have just got one going. Oh, nope, had a stick. Oh well. That and all this fresh water, these fish have repositioned. So the object today is to find them, see where they're laying. They should be stacked up though. It's just a matter of finding them. It's been a whole lot of nothing. One little old fish. Fixing to change tactics for the 3rd time. Let's see if popper dropper works. Basically it's a bobber or strike indicator, and I'm going to put on a pink 1/64 ounce or 1/32 ounce jig underneath it so I can slowly pass it through these areas. Basically, it's crappie fishing. This has been a surprise so far. I mean, I was here Monday. I caught 30 fish without really even trying hard. Of course, the water's got a lot more color and a lot more of it and a lot more flow. And I don't believe the fish moved up or out. That would be very unusual. Come on, fishies. Somebody slapped this fly. Alright, I'm going to put a strike indicator on and see what happens if I just let it sit out there in the water, vertically jig fishing more or less. And this is weird. No fish all the way down here, and I don't see any kind of activity either. I had something big, but I think I snagged it. Ooh, there he is. Hey, there's a white bass. Okay. I turned the camera on just the right time, didn't I? They are in here. Okay. See if we can't get something going here. Number one, big fish. Maybe they're going to start biting. Boy, they haven't at all. They've been just dead quiet. But I had a couple bumps on the first few passes through here. Nice looking fish. I think I hear those guys coming back downstream. Alright, trying a different tactic. Already had one fish on. Put two flies on. One that's a jig fly, and the other that's a bead chain clouser. And I had a fish pick it up on the first drop, right where they ought to be. But I didn't stick them. Can't tell you how many times I've stood right here recently, and every time you'd throw that fly into that little creek over there, boom, be a bass. J-Mo and I stood here and missed another one. Missed another fish, but J-Mo and I stood here and caught fish after fish after fish. And in years past, we've done really good, really well. I'm going to pick up one of these fish in a second. You got to keep trying different things. These guys are going to jump that log jam down there. That yellow one seems to do a little better. Just got to figure them out. Sometimes you just got to wait them out till they go to biting. There he is. There you go. That's a big one. Let me tell you, it might be a yellow bass. Let's see. No, it's a regular one. Oh, he just got bigger. Let's see. Yeah, he took. Oh, I got two. Oh, I had another fish chasing this one to get that second jig. Look at there, he took the one I just put on. You got to keep experimenting till you find out what the biggest problem is with using two flies. First of all, that second knot tends to weaken the line. And so when you get caught, you don't only lose your fly that got caught, you typically lose both of them. The knot that joins the second jig on up from the bottom, that is a weak spot. This is only 6-pound test. I honestly see a difference in the catch rate between 6 and 8-pound test. That 6-pound test on this fly rod just seems to be the way to go. I've incorporated a swivel, usually as a means of having a little extra weight. See if these fish are down deep or what. This is as far as I'm walking today. I shouldn't have had to walk this far, but early on the fish were not biting. They didn't want anything to do with what I was throwing. Really surprising. Little fish. And sometimes you really got to let it sink. And this one's going to have a relatively slow sink rate. Wonder if that barometric pressure's letting up any. There we go. All right, they may have moved. I think I got two. I had two, now I got one. I felt the other one come off, I think. That's also a problem. You catch two at a time and they'll break your line. 6-pound test ain't much. There you go. There's another one. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Oh, that got loose. Did you see it? I did. There we go. I'm spilling all that milk. Good fish. There we go. Pulled another one out. I think I might have two. Nope, got one. Had two, but now I got one. Where, fishy? That might be a female. Let's see. Nope, it's a male. These are very healthy fish. All nice sized fish. He's probably been caught before. May have been by me. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Oh, don't let loose of them. Oh, they're running toward me. I've forgotten how much fun it is to use this camera while I'm trying to catch fish. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a nice fish. I know exactly where it came from too. The water, of course. He took the big fly. Let's see if we can replicate that. I know exactly where I put it. Right at the mouth of that little creek. Ooh, I caught something behind me there. Oh, there he is. Okay. I may have found him finally. That's a little one. As he gets bigger as he comes in. No, he's a little one. A smaller male. No doubt. That's number 7. I don't know. I have trouble keeping count. He took the jig. Little one. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. See if they are stacked in right there. Believe me, folks, that is the trick. Figure out where there's a bunch of them sitting. Let's see. That makes sense. They'd be at the mouth of that creek. That water probably has a different flavor. Oh, there it is. All right, that's 3 in a row. That'll be number whatever. Yeah, whatever. Come on, fishy, fishy. I expect to catch 2 of them at a time here in a minute. Whoop. Come here, fish. Oh, he took the jig. He took the clouser. I'll give you a closer look at that fly. See that fly? That's a nice fly. Works like it's... That's 4 in a row. These are little ones. Well, that one's getting a little bigger. That one's getting just a little bigger. Got nobody with him though. And he took the top one. This is when I normally put my glove on because those white bass and everything on them sticks you or cuts you. The gill plates have razor sharp edges. I believe these fish are kind of turning on a little bit. That pressure must be stabilizing. There he is. Oh, I missed him. Uh-oh. I lost my flies. I did. See what I mean about losing 2 flies at once? All right, I'm going to go to 1 fly. That will work much better and I won't lose it. What happens is that top fly, even though you got a decent knot, that top fly will let loose every time. See that? That's where that top fly was. I know you can't even see that line. That's why I like the 6-pound test. It's nearly invisible to the fish. All right, I'm putting on just 1 clouser. There we go. Let me show you my tackle box. This is all I bring with me when I'm white bass fishing. I got some floats to do popper dropper site sort of stuff, and then a bunch of different clousers. So I got another yellow one there. I think I'm going to go with a more brown. I got plenty of pink this year. I found that to be very useful color. There's another pinky. Let's do this one. Let's do this yellow one. All right, get back in there, guys. Fly guys, get in there. Let go. Isn't that something? That's all you need. I don't carry nothing else with me. Here's a good one. That's just a little bit of deer hair, yellow or white. That's white thread. A little bit of deer hair, a deer tail, and then some very little flash. This thing is meant to be skimpy because that seems to work. I then hit it with a yellow marker. This water's clear enough that skimpy shouldn't matter. You generally don't go so skimpy when the water's dirty, but this water's got pretty good clarity. And once you know where the fish are staging, you can put it right in front of the face. Like right there. Let's see, come on fish. Come on. Come on. Now this thing's not going to have a very fast sink rate, so I may have to adjust my retrieve. Oh, there he is. Ah, he hit it on the way back. Yeah, they're all over in here, and they're really starting to bite. I think this is number 11. Maybe. Not counting the 2 I just lost. Oh, there's a good fish. There's a better fish. They're getting bigger, 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 bigger. That might be a female. Let's see. See that good old fly. Get back in there and find you some females, Mr. White Bass. Mr. White of the bass family. Alright, that's what I kind of thought might happen. If they don't pick it up way out there, just slowly bring it back. Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is. Oh, he let go. He let go. I didn't stay on him. There's a relatively deep seam over there and a sandbar right in front of me. So they're staying in that current. It's moving. A lot of times we find them in the back swirls or somewhere around the back swirl. See right here, the water's going back up this way. There's a big swirl here that the water's going around in circles. I did catch one up there. I'm gonna get a little different angle on the sweet spot here. Wade out in this water. It also gives me a little wind advantage. Boom, right there. Now when I'm retrieving, I'm pulling with the current, which should make that fly go a little deeper, easier. Let's see. Drops off real good right here. That cold water's getting up to my family jewels. Feels good. Oh, This takes a slow retrieve. Seems to be the key. A small fly and a slow retrieve, just letting it sink. And a slow sink rate. That's been the key before too. Recently. There you go. Nice little cast there. See if they're hanging along that bank in a different spot. That's the first time I've seen a boat up here when the water was at this level. I'm working on the premise that the fish were just not biting. There's no way that they're not up there. I normally catch a lot of fish on the way down, especially this time of year. I don't have to go there. Oh, he ran off with it and I missed him. Oh, got a pine needle on there. Throw it. Did I throw it? Yes. Oh, messed up that cast. You see that thing loop like that? That don't ever happen, I promise. All right. There's number 12, I think. Something about that number. He's little. Pulled him right out of the creek mouth. A little fishy. That one's staying down. That's a little better fish. They are. They're up in that mouth of that little side creek. That is a much nicer fish. Fighting a lot harder too. Well, ain't no giant. Just takes a good cast right into that area. Boom. Just like that. A couple of tugs. That last fish kept coming toward me. Couldn't even tell he's on there. Let's see if there's anybody up here further. Unbeknownst to me, there's a hump out here and I'm standing on it. So I'm really far out here and it's only up to my thighs. Perfect. Good fishing right here. I have to work so hard to get that extra 20 feet out of that cast. This is pretty typical where you find a group of fish and they require a very precise cast. Sometimes no bigger than a 5-gallon bucket. And if you put it in that bucket every time, you'll catch a fish. I don't think they're quite that stacked up, but they are coming from the mouth of that creek. And all around that point. Kind of see the water moving over there too. There might be a drop off right in front of that creek. Come on, fishy. Fix and change flies, see if they might want something a little different. Maybe go back to a jig. Got several. I mean, they're hitting this. They're hitting everything. Been throwing at them. I don't like to change flies when it's working, but you know, if you want to find the one that really kills them, I got some pink ones I need to try. Yellow has been my go-to color on this creek when that water was clearer because it's tea stained. Right now this is good fresh rainwater coming in here. Exactly what they needed to get their party going. I don't know what you know about the life cycle of a white bass, but they're free spawners. They just get up, the males chase the females and start bumping them to get them to release the water, or release the eggs in moving water. And I've seen some, like in Nails Creek, I've seen it where the water was just white. There's milky white because there's so much spawning going on. Haven't seen that in this creek. But I tell you what, this is a real good flow. This is a real good flow. This is perfect. This is exactly what they've been waiting for, I assume. I know the few females that I've caught have shown evidence of already spawning. And the fact I'm not hitting any today, every one of these fish are males. I'm gonna find these fish. There's gonna be a big bunch of them here. But that barometric pressure is kind of working against us. It was really perfect for 2 weeks or more. I was down 29.7, 29.8, 29.9. I hadn't seen 30 in 2 weeks. Came in last night. This high pressure system, that cool front blew in. It jumped up to 30.2. I need to see if J-Mo can tell me if it's falling. It definitely, this morning, man, it was tough. These fish were not having anything to do with anything I was throwing, in all the same places that I'd caught them on Monday and in the weeks prior. This is definitely not going to be a 100 fish day unless these fish really turn on, or I find them stacked up in here somewhere. Generally, a 100 fish day is one where it's every cast. And you just keep going till you wear yourself out. They're definitely not stacked in here like they were when J-Mo and I was here last. I didn't come down this far Monday. We found fish from the bridge all the way down. It was crazy. Or I found him. The guy I was fishing with, he's a conventional gear, and he's not got a lot of experience with white bass. Believe me, if you don't have experience and you're not throwing the right thing in the right way, you don't catch as many fish. I think I caught about 30, and I think he caught 5. But it's really hard to beat the fly rod. It's quiet. You can drop that fly right in front of them once you find out where they're laying. It gets fun. So fun, I'll come do it by myself. See if I can hold on to this one. What we got? Up here at the headwater. Nice shallow run, where they ought to be. I'll be sitting here waiting for the females to come up. There's a big male, bigger, not a giant, but he's a good one. Oh, shiny. The water's dropped since I've been here. That stick was at the edge, so it's dropped a couple inches, I guess. Good fish, huh? If there's one, there should be more. This is the hardest part, is getting them dialed in. Oh, geez. Well, maybe the second hardest part. The hardest part's keeping your rig from getting too messed up. I know where I caught it, so let's try again. There we go, there's another little fishy. Took the jig. Good thing I doubled up my fly. Little male, I'm sure. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. In the shallow water. Same place as last time. How about that? Another nice fishy. Another nice fishy. Male. Took that unexpected. Little old crappie. Well, that was fun, but I am whooped. But thanks for watching. Y'all be good. Bye.